Hey guys, Sasha from Mobile Geeks here, and I'm still playing around with the NVIDIA Shield. Well, I'm not here to show you the latest Android games on it, but what I would love to talk about is how to run emulators on the NVIDIA Shield, and I think that's absolutely thrilling and fantastic to play all these old great games on the Shield, especially because this is a mobile handheld with lots of horsepower and with a battery life of like at least 10 hours depending on what you're doing. So I've been downloading a bunch of emulators, and I've been also downloading a bunch of ROMs. Of course, only the ROMs that I already bought in the past, whether it was on a Super Nintendo or PlayStation 1 or Nintendo 64, GameCube, PlayStation Portable. I've had them all in the last, like 20 years or so, as time goes by. So let's dive right into it. Let me just tick it off, or maybe I'm still have one running in the background. Exactly. So I'm using PPSSPP for the PlayStation emulator. Oh, sorry, the PlayStation Portable emulator. Hello. And I've been playing Vice City Stories, and what you can see over here is it's only running at like 20 frames a second, which sucks definitely. Here 16, 10. So to be honest, I've been trying to work around this issue in the emulator with some graphic settings, and I couldn't really get this one to work. Let me just show you how this looks like. Well, the emulator itself is absolutely brilliant. Right? You can do all kinds of game settings. You can switch on anti-aliasing. You can switch on anisotropic filtering, texture filter. So I've been trying to use the buffered rendering, because with the unbuffered rendering, I'm just getting a black screen. So that doesn't work at all. But at least I have like 35 frames a second. But let's try to put the frame buffers into the memory of the GPU, and if that works any better. So here we go. No, that's like, yeah, that's the same. So that's no improvement at all. But I mean, it works, right? Oh, here we go. That's not too bad, but I think that's just a matter of what's going on here. So not too many objects. Yeah, here we go. Let's just forget about this and let's exit to the menu, and let me show you a game that works much better, and that's Final Fantasy VII. So let me just load a state here. Here we go. So now take a look at this. So this is running smoothly at 31 frames a second. Absolutely brilliant. And it just looks great. Okay, I have to register here my character for the different missions. Okay, well, I had some problems with these kind of pre-rendered screens. Sometimes it was just going down to 16 or 18 frames a second. But in general, right, as soon as I was in the game, it just works perfectly fine. Unfortunately, it's sometimes also crashing. Let's see how that works. New missions are available. Okay. Let's try that. Just talking about crashing. And that's it. Because that's exactly what just happened right now. Yep. Sorry about that. Here we go. Another one that definitely works is Assassin's Creed. And once again, kudos to the guys that are coding PPSSPP. Absolutely fantastic emulator. You just need to figure out which ROMs are really working. Assassin's Creed is definitely one that works very well. And of course, you can also use all of these on your Android tablet, on your Android smartphone. But once again, only use those games and ROMs that you already bought on the original console. Okay, we're getting the whole... Oops, sorry about that. Okay, saving to the memory stick. Here we go. Press the start button. New session, no tutorial. And here we go. you can see the map. Now it's at like 27, 29 frames a second. Oops. Oh, shoot. I guess I missed that. And it looks just great. So what you need to do is you really need to run over there. Oh, jeez. Maybe I'm just too slow for it. I don't know. Let's try it from all the way down here. Well, obviously, I'm just not capable of just jumping over there, and well, trust me, it works. I've been already on the other side, and I just wanted to show you that this is easily running at like at least 26, 27 frames a second, depending on how many objects you can see. So this runs very, very well. I don't know what this is. Interesting. Well, anyways, so that's Assassin's Creed, and this is the SSPP emulator for the PlayStation Portable. So the next one, of course, another classic. I'm using Mupen 64 plus AE for all the Nintendo 64 games, and they look absolutely great. Let's try Mario Kart. And keep in mind that if you don't want to have the on-screen display for the touch screens, you need to head over to Input and then Touchscreen and switch it off here, because otherwise you have these overlays. Okay, let's do this. Oops, sorry. And hit play. And here we go. Not too bad, huh? It's just so much fun to play Super Mario or Mario Kart 64 on the go. Well, I think I had to map my keys because I just can't activate the star. Well, I can jump and drift. But anyways, you can easily do this. Here, and oh, by the way, you can also change the speed. Now it's at 250%. Now look at this. Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow, that's a little bit too much. So let's go back. And you know, during the settings, in the settings menu, you can easily map all the other keys. So that was Mario Kart 64. What else do we have here? How about Starfox 64? Looks pretty cool, huh? And what else do we have here? Okay, I have a couple of Zeldas. Yeah, how about the classic one? Which I think, no, forget about this. Just trust me, it works, and it works perfectly. What else do we have in terms of emulators? Let me just get rid of this one here. And here we go. Let's try Fps Ii, which is a PlayStation 1 emulator. And the cool thing about it is it's immediately scanning your SD card, because all these ROMs are on my SD card, and you can, I think it goes up to 128 gigabyte SD cards that you can use in your NVIDIA Shield. So the cool thing about Fps Ii, as soon as you are giving this emulator the path to your ROMs on the SD card, it's immediately scanning it when you're starting the emulator, and it will even download the covers of the different games here. So let's try Tekken 3. mean, especially the Nintendo 64 emulator and the PlayStation 1 emulator, they're absolutely perfect. I've never had any problems with them. Look, you can also do all these special moves. Here we go. I still remember some of them at least. It is just so much fun. Damn. Okay, let's quit this game. Let's try another one. What about the Marvel? Versus Capcom. Okay, loading, loading, loading. Checking the memory card. No data to load. I got it. And trust me, I'm so bad in these games. It's still fun. Here we go. Okay. Ouch. Hey, at least a two-hit combo. Look at me. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, what else do we have here? Well, I was even playing Dune 2000, right? Which is maybe not the easiest game to play with a controller, but you can always switch over to your touchscreen then. Jeez, this is already like 14 years old. Can't believe that.
On this planet, you will die.
Okay. Well, thank you.
But the Sisterhood of the Bene Gesserit has been wrong before, from time to time. I am Lady Alara. Bound
I think the sound is a little bit off, but the game itself just works. Okay, I'm sorry I don't have... Oh. New game. Here we go. Let's choose the House of Atreides.
Welcome, conscripts.
Okay. I just want to play. Please. So you can just select.
Commander, let's go.
New vehicles and can just move them all over. Okay, sorry about that. The touchscreen isn't working, obviously.
Yes, Commander. Let's go. Yes, Commander.
But the game works. I also have Command and Conquer on here. I'm also using Witch Race, and holy shit, is this pixelated? I can't even remember that it looked like this. You're even getting this kind of Galaga loading game in the beginning, which is kind of neat, right? But I mean, I thought Witch Racer looked amazing back then. And then I played it again, and I mean, look at this.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh gosh, totally screwed up start with some spinning wheels.
2 laps to go!
Oh, I thought I could drift. Yeah, well, it looks very pixelish. Okay, that was Witch Racer. So in general, what can I say about emulators here on the NVIDIA Shield? Well, that was a timing. they run great. This device has so much horsepower and this fantastic battery, up to 10 hours of battery life. Well, not up to, but easily 10 hours of battery life I squeezed out of it. By the way, while playing. Well, maybe not in the full brightness, but let's say at like 60-70% of brightness, I had no problems to reach 10 hours of battery life, because I mean this has this huge 28 watt-hour battery in there. I just love to get all my old ROMs on an SD card, play them on the emulators, right? Play Super Mario 64 again, or Zelda. Of course you can also go for Super NES games, or Neo Geo, and even MAME emulators, or Atari 2600. All of the cool stuff is out there if you own the ROMs, or if you own if you just bought the ROMs in the past. So you can get these different emulators over here, and these are my favorites. For the Nintendo 64, I can only recommend Mupin 64, and for the PlayStation Portable, PPSSPP. The Dolphin Emulator, by the way, I should show you this. This is an emulator for the Wii and for the GameCube, but it is just not working at all. Well, it's recognizing the ROMs. As soon as I want to start it, and that's all that's happening. You can hear some sound. Here we go. And we have a little bit of a problem with the autofocus of the camera. Here we go again. And that's it. Nothing is happening, right? I've been waiting like for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and you can actually even hear the sound in the background after a while. So unfortunately, GameCube emulators, there we go. I haven't found a proper GameCube emulator that is really working on the NVIDIA Shield or Wii emulator. So that's about it. For the PlayStation 1, I can recommend Fps Ii, and that's about it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you think that is a video worth it to give a thumbs up or a like, please do that. Otherwise, just subscribe to our channel. This is the amazing NVIDIA Shield, the mobile gaming console I can only recommend, because in my opinion this is the best and most versatile console on the market. I am Sascha from Mobile Geeks. Thanks for watching.